Peace and blessings. Before I start this video, I just want to make it clear. This video is not for people who actually like their 9 to 5 job. If you actually enjoy what you do, this video is not for you. Also, this video is not for people who specifically hate their job, but they would be happier if they worked at a different place. This video is not for you either. This video is for people like me who are free spirits, people who despise the status quo. No matter where they work, no matter how much money they make, they will feel trapped if they don't have that freedom and flexibility. What does it mean to be free? Being free is not worrying about having to clock in at a specific time because you don't want to worry about getting written up or fired. Being free is not having to request vacation time off. Not worrying about, oh, I only have 80 hours of vacation time this year. I can only take off this many days. Being free is deciding, you know what? Yes, I was supposed to work today, but I'm taking a mental health day. And guess what? Who gonna check me? Nobody gonna check me because I don't have to answer to anybody but God, of course. But I don't have a boss or a supervisor that I have to worry about, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna lose my income. I'm gonna lose my job. That's true freedom. And don't get me wrong, I completely understand why 9 to 5 jobs have certain rules in place. And to be honest, I'm grateful for the people that choose to work 9 to 5s because if nobody worked a 9 to 5, we would all be in trouble. Because at some point, we all need help. We all need service with some area of our life. I'm grateful for the people that work at the gas stations, the people that work at the doctor's offices, the people that work at the call centers. So I really don't want anything I'm about to say to offend anybody, but I'm just speaking to a specific group of people. I remember one day I was driving home from work and I was just bawling out in tears. I was just crying my eyes out because I was like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Why is it so miserable? Like, why is it so hard for me to do such a simple job? I'm just reading a script, helping people with their cars. Why is it such a miserable experience for me? But it seems like everybody around me is doing it with ease. People actually sound happy to be on the phone. They actually sound like they are enjoying what they're doing. But me, I'm over here just struggling to even say the words that they're programming me to say. I'm struggling because I'm literally sitting there feeling like a robot. So I'm literally driving home, crying my eyes out. I'm like, God, I feel trapped. I feel trapped. Like, what is wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me that I'm not able to do this job without it being such a dark? Anytime I would walk into that place, I wanted to jump out of my skin. I just wanted to jump out of my skin because I felt like I was in hell. I felt like I was in jail. And it's crazy because it wasn't even the place. Even if I would have went to a different job, people would always tell me, why don't you just quit and go here? Why don't you just quit and start working here? You can make this much money if you worked here. And I would tell people, no, it's going to be the same thing at a different place. I want to get completely out of this. And that's what people didn't understand. It's not even about the place. It's not even about the place because the place wasn't really, they were actually pretty chill, especially with me. I am not gonna lie, I kind of got away with a lot of stuff. And to be honest with you, towards the end of me working there, I was just like, F it. I don't even care if y'all want to fire me. Go ahead. I don't know how I'm gonna make a living, but I'm at a point now where it's like, I'm not about to tiptoe around. I'm not about to be constantly told, oh, you can't log out this much. If you got to use the restroom, you should wait until your break. You have a lot of unscheduled time. We have to write you up for this. Constant micromanaging. Like, towards the end of it, like probably like 6 months before I finally quit, I was just like, y'all can just fire me because I'm not about to be walking on eggshells anymore. Like, y'all not about to stress me out. And that's what was happening. Me working at that place, me being in that environment, the 9 to 5 environment, not even that specific place, but just that type of atmosphere, that type of setup, that type of system, it just made me sick. Literally, it was affecting me not only mentally, but physically. My body started to break down. I was constantly having migraines, constantly bleeding in between periods, constantly breaking out in hives. I had clumps of hair falling out. Even chest pains. I would randomly have these really sharp chest pains, and I was really convinced that I was dying. But every time I went to the doctor, they would tell me, all your tests came back great. You're very healthy. I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't feel healthy. Are you not hearing all the symptoms that I'm having? But it's because, yes, I was dying, but it's because I was dying inside. A lot of people don't realize that's how diseases usually manifest. It usually manifests first in the mind. You having years and years of stress, you living in fight or flight for years and years. That eventually does cause a dis-ease to develop in your body. And I feel like that's what was happening to me. When you are a free spirit, you have a calling to do something greater. Working at a 9 to 5 will feel like you are living a lie. Eventually, you will get to a point where you can't fake it anymore. You cannot fake it and you cannot shake how you feel. And let me tell you something, there is nothing wrong with you. You're just not like everybody else. There is nothing wrong with you. You're just in the wrong environment. When you have a calling, you have to have the courage to answer that call. Because I'm not going to lie, it's scary going against the status quo. It's scary living outside the box. But guess what? Living inside the box, that's where you just exist. Living outside the box, that's where you actually live. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 since March of 2020. And I'm not bragging. I'm just extremely grateful every day. I thank God and I'm like, Lord, please don't let me ever have to go back to a 9 to 5. But yeah, right now I just do gig work. And believe it or not, I make way more money now than I did working at a call center for almost 9 years. That is so sad. But yeah, even though like it's not my purpose, I do enjoy it. I like it. It's easy money, and like I said, I have a lot of flexibility because I make my own schedule. Like I have freedom. I don't have to answer to a boss. I don't have to worry about like if I don't clock in by this time, I'm gonna get written up. It's like no, if I don't clock in at the time I schedule myself, I can just clock in later, or I could just cancel the shift altogether. Just having that flexibility and freedom allows me to still have the energy to work on my passions and my purpose when I get home. That's another thing that I notice about working a 9 to 5. A lot of times when you come home, you feel so exhausted and drained that you don't feel like working on your passions or your purpose. You just want to Netflix and chill. You just want to be on the couch watching TV doing nothing. And that's how they keep you in the trap. If you're struggling to get out of your 9 to 5, the first thing I would tell you to do is pray. Ask God for guidance. Ask God to direct you and order your steps. You also have to be willing to take risk and make a sacrifice. Yes, I'm not going to lie, it is scary. It was scary for me when I was asking God, like, please help me find a way to get out of this. But opportunity was presented to me, and I was like, you know what do I have to lose? I'm already losing my mind staying at this job. So why don't I just take a risk, a calculated risk? And it ended up working out for me. It could work out for you too. Because trust me, I was one of those people that's like, that's too good to be true. Like, I know it worked for other people, but it won't work for me. No, that's not true. That's really just the devil trying to keep you where you at. Make sure you're listening to those intuitive nudges because that's God guiding you out of that situation. Faith without works is dead. If you don't do anything, you just pray and I'm going to just pray and wait for something to happen. No, faith without works is dead. You have to listen to those little intuitive nudges and you have to act on them. You can't just be like, oh, I have a feeling I should do this, but I'm afraid to do it. No, even if you're afraid, just do it. As long as you lean on God, God does not give us a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and self-control. So just lean on God and trust God even when you are afraid. Also, you got to remind yourself, one day you're going to die. But before that time comes, do you actually want to live or do you want to just exist? Thank you guys for watching. If this video was helpful, make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe. And if you feel comfortable, share in the comments what you believe your purpose is. I want to hear from you. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.